Peace to the people. Natural light always look the best. Man. Oh, shit. Give it up to the people. Give the people what they want. Come on, somebody gotta tap in here. All right, I'm gonna just do what I gotta do. Streaming work. You know, see if the people could tap in. I'm about to get my verticals up. Maybe it's gonna be too dark to stream in here. What the fuck is this? Let's see. Switches came on. All right, forget it. What's up, man? It's the cleanup man. I'm gonna do my thing. Just talk with the people, man. Tap in, hear me if y'all tap in. There you go. Okay, what's up? I'm Pooh. What's up? Blue? Okay, I can barely see with my blind there. But I have to get some motivation to do what I gotta do. So do what I gotta do. I got to do what I gotta do. I have to turn on the good screen real quick. Just to clean up, man. What's up, brother Lie? Stick around, we're gonna have some fun today. I don't know, racist ass Trump be on my mind. And how he trying to, what he trying to do. So put it this way. Like, we on some black shit, right? I'm just saying, I'm just keeping it real. You probably don't like the way I reference it, but you be looking at the deportations and shit. What if you was Latino? You would be like the shit that already started, huh? That's not true. Well, it is kind of true because if I was Latino and I was born in America, but I might be subjected to like some old fake shit and they try to get me up out of here like they did. No, that ain't the one dude. He wasn't from America. He just ain't a gang leader. You'll be feeling like they already started the stuff we've been talking about. So you know how they be saying, they be like, don't let injustice happen to some other people because they just practicing on them. Eventually they're gonna get to you and shit. Right? So you just stand around and watch it happen to them. Then that shit get to you and you ain't got nobody to help you. Cause you can just sat and watch. So there's a lot of racist shit going on again now that Trump back. Shout out to all y'all who voted for him. Cause we thought we was gonna get some stimulus checks again. That's the only reason why somebody voted for him. Cause you like the way you do business. Why do you like the way you do business? What business didn't go bankrupt? That shit be funny, man. Cass was like, what's up with side 12? Cass was like, you don't like the way you do business. I like how Trump does it. Shut up. You like him on The Apprentice. And you like that stimulus check. So he really just bought everybody votes. Just like he doing with the crypto. So I'm supposed to clean up all this shit. Responsibility is crazy, right? Responsibility is an anchor on your own back, like, or I don't know even what to do with this. Being responsible is like, who has the ability to respond? Let me see what this is like. The light ain't working. Fuck. Oh, this is gonna be crazy. Maybe I can fix some of these lights. I don't know, but somebody about to come. And I'm trying to get this shit looking cool before tomorrow. Did I just turn some shit on? Oh, I'm trying to get this thing looking cool before tomorrow, man. All right, we about to do a green screen real quick. Hold up. Y'all can act like I was riding the whip, right? Yeah, you know, we was out here chilling. They go a shot. You know, you take this shot. Oh, no, it's too blurry. Put me like, where you gonna put me? You put green screen footage up with yourself, people will put your ass in places you do not want to be. You gonna be laughing like a motherfucker. Yeah, for real. That's one thing I was thinking back when social media even came out. Before you could just take the background out of any video. How many of y'all believe that Megan Thee Stallion stuff now? How many of y'all looked at that website called 36 Hours Later? Anybody looked at that? Trump trying to cut SNAP benefits. Trump trying to cut everything. I ain't tripping over Trump trying to cut, man, dog. I just know we got some shit to deal with. All I'll be like counting, like I'll be like, has it been 6 months yet? Like I'm just counting these next 4 years, trying to hurry up and get them over with. Like, all right, it ain't even been 6 months, damn. It's crazy. Responsibility is never ending. Yeah. I get tired out the clear blue. I tell you, boy. I heard them talking bad on taking naps, bro. I was watching this podcast. They was talking bad on naps. Well, I came here to try to clean up. I think my efforts is going to be futile. Like, you know, at least it do look a little better than I swept. If I mopped in here, it would look a little better. So I'm going to keep it popping. Right? But the rest of this junk, I ain't going to even touch. The walkway looked like a fire hazard. Whatever though. I was about to try to clean it up and I just yawned and got hella tired. You know what? Because the last couple of days I've been staying up researching and doing all type of stuff. And I've been up beyond my hours. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Now I'm gonna build this into a set over here though. Let me show you. I think I showed you before. I'm gonna build this into a set. But right, because I got the two bags, so what me and my man's gonna do is put all the brown. We got to get the brown siding, right? Somebody gonna steal my idea. Well, we might just put these up and put some lacquer, but that siding back there, get that piano, and then the two love seats, and then you know whoever you interviewing on that. But you got to do the floor too. And what the angle it might have to be a different ass angle on it. That'll be hot though. Have a piano player. So the person who about to interview y'all start on the piano with the chair turned this way. Say the podcast come on, it's like this. And he hitting the keys. Then he turned around and it pulled back like this. How I would shoot it. I mean, it pulled back and it didn't show the two guests who sitting in the love seats. Call that love seats with smash, bro. I don't know. On the love sack, got him on the sack or something. But anyway, I was getting sleepy, so I said, "What's up?" Chill. That's a good idea though, huh? You think that'll be a cool idea? What's up, Swag or Sam? My eyes, family. What's up with the S right there? Peace. What's up, layers? That's because I can't tell it's like Sam, huh? Yeah. Yeah, man. The podcast would be like this too when they do the close up. People gotta be like chilling. It'll almost be like therapy. You could do something on therapy or therapeutic sessions where where it's just so relaxed. Cats got podcasts where you just get drunk and shit. So how about switching that up? Like maybe have people sit down with the therapist, but people wouldn't want that videotape too. I don't know. It's just some ideas. You feel me? Whatever. New bars from Snoop Dogg 2020 album. Life is game of spades. Better keep a trump card. Interesting. I don't know how that worked. Whatever. I'm gonna mop that floor room and vacuum upstairs and then whatever. I had a janitorial service, not really service. I worked as a janitor for the city of Oakland after having my rap career. Ain't that funny? So if you think about it, I got signed to a record deal at such an early age that there was only one job that I had um, that wasn't before my rap career. At one point, I thought about trying to be like, be like that. Then at another point, I felt like when I was on a major label, had ambitions of trying to like be able to just rap forever. You know what I'm saying? And then after, I mean, not rap forever, but just like rap only. But then I started seeing my homies who was doing hella good just from doing normal shit. Then I had to ask myself, bro, you tripping? Because if you had this on top of a job, you'd be balling. And young age, I was doing that shit. For real, for real. What you say about Trump? Somebody put some metal nature up there. I wish I could see what that say. Oh no, that ain't metal nature. That's some Arabic. I thought I seen some metal nature, some ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs, but my eyes can't see that small. That was just some Arabic. That message is held for review. Oh man, what's going on? You want to hear about ancient Egypt? And you write in English so I can understand, because I can't understand that. If you want me to understand it, that is. But whatever. I ain't even tripping. I ain't even got much to do. I'm just relaxing. Wanted to go live because I ain't been live, you know what I mean? It'd be hard to be really working and trying to do something and be trying to stream. I gotta get my life together. The cats who getting all their income or getting good income from streaming or even focused on building their pages, they I can see progress. You can see the cats who ain't focused on building their page. I'm probably like one of them when you look at the channel. I ain't really focused on building the page. I normally just get out and disseminate some information when I can. But some of the people who like just exploiting the current events, they should grow it. You know a channel that's growing that I'm hella happy? I don't know if y'all watch it, but it's called Battle Truth. People be saying Battle Truth the funniest person on the internet. He might be though. Battle Truth might be the funniest person on the internet. Any of y'all watch? That's not Arabic. That's a Persian for Lord of the Rings. All right, but You didn't figured it out, South 12. That's not a knock. But thank you. It looked like it was Arabic to me. I couldn't tell. Thank you for clarifying that. Or you read Persian. You read Persian, South 12? That piano probably hella out of key, bro. I don't even know how I got here. Like, who bought a big ass piano? How did they bring it? I mean, they probably had it on the back of the truck, but. Oh, I think somebody left. I think this was outside on the street, man. Because now that I think about it, I can't think of nobody who was going to roll that up. Well, I know a few people would, but I know how everything else got here. Oh, you know what? I just learned that in Indigenous African that I probably should start doing some vertical streams for some strange reason. But my page is so old, like it'll be hard to be thrown in the. I bet you they probably. Well, I did just get some new viewers because people putting Arabic up. Oh boy, how you gonna put that person up when you know I can't read it, bro? Oh, you talking to the other person, obviously. What do you think about the black ancient Egyptians? Huh? The Africans who built the pyramid. What do you think about that? Oh shit, I can't be falling asleep on the stream though. That's crazy though. I ain't had no real research like that. I've been like trying to do research on other stuff. Ain't like I got nothing to talk about that's groundbreaking or I have had shit to talk about that was groundbreaking, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, groundbreaking, no. Yeah, they did know the Egyptians was black. They knew that since ancient times. But I'm saying though, when we went up into the linguistics and finally proved this stuff, man, we need a little bit of credit for that. We don't need a lot though, because no one has brought forth the fact that there was no primary source on the black silk, and we got them to prove they made that up. They said we made that up, man. They said racism was involved. Racism lightweight involved in everything. Even when I make my characters on my video games, racism is involved. And I'm the least racist person in the world. But this should be there. Huh? So you know how they program, man, come on, man. Racism is programmed in the machines and shit. So I made that up. Nah, racism is programmed in the machines. I can prove it. I had an experience once in Japan. I told y'all about that. When they had the soda machine. Now, what you did is you put your hand into this little thing and it reads your hand and it tells you what to drink. It tells you what drink you need to order out the vending machine. So I'm with a group of I'm with a group of Japanese people, and they all put their hand in there and it all told them what to drink, bro. Why when I put my hand in there, it was going blank. Everybody was laughing. We all was laughing. They was rolling though. Because I was telling them this machine racist and they wasn't believing me. It was a joke. It was not it was serious. And every time I put my hand in there, it would not tell me what to drink. It's the same about Chat GPT. It ain't necessarily racist, right? But when you ask it for a source, it could go through all sources. It's not thinking this is a racist source. I'm not going to go to this one. Yeah. That's why you haven't played Assassin's Creed. Well, I don't like playing Assassin's Creed because they make me be the Magi. I be the Magi and I be this Arab dude. So to keep it in context, they are actually kind of correct with that. And I had to keep it real. If you want to do the time period of the game Assassin's Creed, well, it's some inaccuracies there, but they kind of correct. The time period of Assassin's Creed when they in Egypt is Ptolemaic. And he be fighting hella Romans. And so then, if he fighting hella Romans and he's a Magi, but he's an Arab, or he's not a traditional black person. Oh, I don't know what a traditional black person is. Like, that was just stupid language I said. But I mean, the difference between when you see somebody say he's Arab or you see somebody say he's African, that's what I mean. If he didn't look like what you would say he's African and he looked like what you say he's Arab, that is not necessarily because of the those two different phenotypes. It's more or less about the use of the term, how the term became used in later time periods. In later time periods, a magi was like police. No, that's not. All right, I don't want you to get that twisted. The term magi was the authoritans, right? And those who enforced policy. So you could join it in later time periods. You didn't have to be from the land of Mijah, which the Magi was from. So when I play that game, I keep it in context in order for me not to get hella mad that they messed up a lot of stuff. I just be like, it was from that time period. Because yeah, after a certain time period, Magi did not mean people from one particular area. After that, it meant, what did it mean? I don't want to say police. You know why I'm not just trying to be like that? There's an author and a scholar, PhD teacher named Kate Liska, and she wrote on that. And she said magi is not synonymous with police. So we got to stop saying that. All right, how you get up off a beanbag, bro? That's the thing. Your guests gonna wonder how they supposed to get up. That's why I gotta stop looking for sets and stuff, though. I gotta get something to block that light out, and this will be another set, right? Is he straight? What's this? Mash 106. Jimi Hendrix? I don't know about that. Jimi Hendrix is way too raw. He got way further than me. You feel me? Can't say I'm not the Jimi Hendrix. I'm raw though. You have to say somebody who raw though, but not Jimi Hendrix. He did way more than me. Like you feel me? Jimi Hendrix was on I got Jimi Hendrix on the wall in my house, bro. You feel me? Like I got his album on the wall in a frame at my house. So compare me to somebody less than him though, but somebody high up there though. Can't disrespect Jimmy. I couldn't. What's up, Jimmy? Can you show the album? I'm not at my house right now. Yeah, I'll show it one day if I'm at the house. It ain't nothing special. It ain't like he gave it to me, man. I bought it and put it on the frame to put on the wall at my house. I got Biggie on the wall at my house too, for no significant reason. Not like I bought it framed. I know I didn't say I bought it and put it in the frame. If I did that, then what was my intent? I bought it framed. I don't think I said that. But yeah, I bought it framed already. What type of music I like? I like hip hop, but I don't listen to hella hip hop though. Man, let me take that back. I like all music, bro. I don't like hip hop more than any other music. I just do hip hop. Do I like hip? Well, yeah. Of course, I like hip hop more than some other musics, but I don't play it more than a lot of other music. Feel me? Because it ain't a lot of quality. It's a lot of good, but I like the quality though, and I can't just keep playing the same records over and over. I might listen to some other shit. I might listen to some classical. Not trying to be hella different, but just being on some. I like music. I got some rock songs I like. Don't you know when you bought Madden, you got exposed to hella rock songs? Then you was wondering, did you really like them or not? I liked them. Feel me? But I don't be going about that shit or nothing. But I don't know what else I'm supposed to be doing. I said I was gonna mop and vacuum. Let me vacuum then. Oh, vacuum? No, you can't vacuum while you live streaming. That shit'll be hella loud. You could just chill. Doo-doo. Is Hendrix from your place? I don't know. Ain't Jimmy Hendrix? I thought he might. I don't know where he from. Is he from the Bay? He might be from the Bay, but I'm thinking about another group called Tower of Power. I don't know if y'all who remember Tower of Power or know about Tower of Power. There was a Bay Area group from like the 70s or something. Who knows about, was Jimi Hendrix down with them or not? See, I know all this stuff from my dad because he had a studio. Pops had a studio, was in the music when I was young. My basement was a studio. That's how I turned out to be a rapper though. Because I used to go into the studio and try to figure out something I could do. You feel me? So I used to start rapping. I played the drums a little bit though. Wasn't nothing special though. Damn, you got all that darkness on your face. That messed up. It wasn't nothing special on the drums. Indigenous African, what's up with you? What you say? What do you think about the diversity in the Sudan and the Ethiopian region? Are those the people we've been studying all along? Some of the people in the Sudan, yes. There's a term for some modern people in the Sudan called the Mahasi. And I don't know much about them, but I know have been in that area for heck of long. And if you look at it linguistically, Mahasi goes back to like Nehesi, or Nehesi being like the Nehesi, Nehesi, the southerner. It meant like the southerner. And so if you take the word Mahasi and only look at the vowels, what you got? MHS. And you take Nehesi, you got NHS. I don't know, some of those was interchangeable. Or those became interchangeable or what have you. It appears that way. The N and the M, right? Sometimes I don't want to say interchangeable, but it looked like there was some relation there. I ain't the only one who said that either. Some people say the Mahasi is like ancient people there, but anyway. Let me set this up right. Excuse me. Do this. I'm just trying to get first time I even put my phone on the tripod. Well, so I can get it right. Golly, man. Tired. I swear. We did a great job of 2020, 2020. So let me ask about the Sudan, though. Because my man from the Sudan, and they having a lot of problems over there right now, right? Like they still got that war going on. And the people,
it's basically Arabs trying to take it. And I heard them talking about building an all Arab situation in the Sudan, kind of like how they had in apartheid South Africa. So it was men still getting shot in the streets, but I don't know if that's still how it's going down to this day. You could tell me. I don't know. One thing I don't like though, it's just I'm all over the place just thinking about different shit. I was watching how some streamers they might be talking about a situation that happened in the media, but maybe not in the media. Particularly, I'm thinking about the Larry Hoover case or whatever, and how that's been whatever it's been for the past whatever 50 years. That's been a thing, right? And I was just watching some YouTubers just come on YouTube, and for the sake of not being associated close to him or whatever, for whatever cause, they just start slandering him and saying because they some dude whipped out some type of paperwork calling this legend almost considered a political prisoner a snitch. Just call him that. And I'm not talking about people reputable to the game. I'm talking about little YouTubers who telling people who never even heard nothing about Larry Hoover. They podcasting to new kids, and they think that you could just talk about people's names and just do stuff like that to people. It's crazy to me. Like the title of the video was, "This information will ruin Larry Hoover's life forever." First of all, why you want to do a video called that? That's crazy. Because if you got some information that'll ruin somebody's life forever, and if you ain't mad at them or if you ain't hating on them, why you want to share that video? I don't even get it. Come on, man. I know my light messing up, but I had to come sit right here. There's so much backlit that can't even trip off that right now. Look, when I get a certain distance, you can just play with your phone focal length and see it add light or whatever. But they like, is the Hyro crew doing a tour anytime soon? Hyro crew, we gonna probably hit the road in like wintertime, probably. We ain't got it scheduled yet, but from the trajectory of how I think things may go, if it ain't wintertime, it's gonna be the beginning of next year. But I just was talking with Tajay a lot about developing some land we own. And I wasn't that enthused when we was talking, and I had to check myself and hit him like, yo, you got some wonderful ass ideas. I just sometimes be puzzled, I guess. Right? I don't know. I just have to think it through. Man. So yeah, thanks for asking about the Hyro tour. Check out shophyro.com and always keep up on our Instagrams. I'm gonna get the website redone so that people can follow there, but people don't really follow stuff at websites no more. Follow our Instagram, you'll know when we be out, you know what I'm saying, on the road. And follow Smash Rock right here. And you'll definitely know when we go out. I got some liquor store cherries, man. Dude tried to tell me $8 for the bag. They all got this little look, man. Like, what's going on, bro? Like they was trying to grow in the double cherries, and the second part didn't want to really do it. Look, who knows what's this process? What was going on in this process? Would it be two cherries? What's that called? Look, all of them got the little baby chair that they can grow. So I don't want to be taking no deformed DNA and shit and eating it. Why the other one didn't grow, man? Can y'all tell me these cool or not? These ain't cool. I just want the ones that's like this. Oh man, these looking. Oh, I don't know. B, you be in Albuquerque, New Mexico? We always hit up Albuquerque. It be wild in Albuquerque. I seen some people get shot in Albuquerque. I ain't trying to slander your place, but yeah, we gonna hit up Albuquerque again. Those is Monsanto's. Yeah, I know. What's up with most Morpheus? All of them had that little double DNA, man. They trying to kill you with that, bro. Right? Trump building a jail in Venezuela for some of y'all, bro. Yes, man, we did. Duke City get crazy. I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know what that means. I'll probably figure it out later. Yeah, don't eat those. I told you, I got them straight from the liquor store. Then he wanted $8.99. I said, man, I got $5, and he gave them to me. So I'm like, oh nah, you just giving out shit in the hood. Them double up bumps. So how that work? How DNA work like that? Somebody gonna explain? Your DNA can get altered. You know, we was talking about epigenetics recently. Albuquerque is also the Duke City. Oh, okay, there you go. Yeah, I knew something was going on. Yeah, Albuquerque. I went to work out at a gym. So when I was in Albuquerque, let me tell you, I was like way swole. Like, right, you know, I'm 50. I ain't been hitting no iron. I've been studying. That'll make you get small and shit, sit in front of the computer. I ain't small, but I was swole when I was in Albuquerque. I mean, one time I got into a fight in Albuquerque. If you seen us in Albuquerque, you probably know that story, but you probably don't. It's a long time ago. A security guard would start trying to treat the rappers bad, and it wasn't good. But I would rather not talk about that. More or less, I went into a gym in Albuquerque when I was like, because that's how I was on it back then. Every city we go to, when we had downtime, I'd be at the gym. And I went to like a fighting gym in Albuquerque. But I was training a little bit. I wasn't training enough to try to do nothing or nothing like that. But I do remember just going, I was downtown. Y'all, you know that one street that the club, the El Rey is on or whatever. And and maybe two block, I don't know if that's east, west, or south. Yeah, as it might be south, towards that all night eating spot that everybody be at. That eating spot on the right when you come under the bridge in Albuquerque, and then you go to that. I know you know everything I'm talking about. It's down the street from the El Rey. But if you make a right turn, there was a fighting gym in there. And one day you could have caught me up in there, bro. But I looked a lot better, like, you know, and so that was the days though. I used to train a little bit, but not nothing serious, bro. You know what I'm saying? I had a video, yeah, over there by the L right. Yep, I had a video we did once back in the day. What did we do? We did one video while I was training. It was for Marvel and Capcom. That thing came out cool. They took me to a boxing ring for my parts and shit. It was hella fun. You you used to compete? Ooh, I never would compete. But you know what happened? In our class, I was trained by one of my friends who was really good martial artist. And this is what happened. This is facts. He seen me get. I'm a fighter. I consider myself out of the genre some men consider themselves. I would possibly be like a fighter, but I'm not a fighter like those people who went pro. When I grew up, I just used to opt for the fight. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so I ain't tripping because he seen me get slapped in the club. I'm talking about somebody caught me with one, but they caught me while I wasn't looking and I was drunk. Like they just sucker punched me and I was drunk. But one of my homies, super martial artist that I knew since I was a kid. First of all, I was at the club with like 12 dudes. We from Oakland, but we in Frisco. And I didn't get slept by no party goer, bro. I straight got fired on by security while I wasn't looking. But the security said, I might have did what the security said. The security said I flashed a bottle at him. Or I fainted a bottle at him or whatever. I don't know. That ain't necessarily my character. I don't really get drunk out my face and get violent, but I might have did that. And when I turned away, bow. All I remember is this. I don't even remember getting fired on. I didn't feel it or nothing. I just remember being on the floor. Then I was like, why the fuck I'm on the floor? I'm at the club. I swear to God, y'all. I said, why I'm on the floor? I'm at the club. Oh my gosh. I was like, while I'm on the floor, I'm at the club. That was the first thing that went through my head. Do you know what? The second thing, this is so long ago that when I was on the floor, I looked around and I was like, oh shit, I must have got fired on. You feel me? For real, dude. And then next, right when I thought about that, dude tried to get on top of me because I must have been trying to get up. Dude, the security dog. So guess what? I'm known, bro. Like that probably can't happen to me in the bay and then hella people not come looking like that's Cass. You feel me? The biggest security there. No, because the one who fired on me, he might have had some issues. He was a little with security. He might have said I did that. I might have just been too clean that night. He might have been, I'm fine on this fool. But the biggest security there was my partner, Big E. And he's not only was he like 6'6", well, at that time, he probably 250, but he 6'6", 275. And he's a super martial artist and a bouncer. Man, he came and started fighting his partner when he seen it was me. He seen the other security on top of me, and he was security. Man, that fool came and bum rushed that fool. That's my motherfucking partner. And picked me up. And I looked around like, what the fuck? Where's all the Oakland niggas I'm with? I started cleaning myself up and was like, this is bullshit. Right? But this is why I told y'all that story. Because he was like, hey, come start training with me, bro. He told me that. I was like, all right, I'm out. Was gone. Not like I got to throw not one hand. That I didn't even get to swing. It wasn't even like that. It wasn't like he seen that I wasn't know. Once we got to the class, he seen what I needed to fix. But that night I got sucker punched. You feel me? That shit was hella funny. I started training with him, and we trained in Muay Thai, but he was a black belt at everything. I mean, I'm not just saying that. Like, when we was kids, he was a black belt, and he used to teach at the YMCA. And y'all remember the martial artists who used to teach at the Y in San Leandro? Eric and his brother, Mark. They was both 6'6" black belts. Well, I trained with him in our 30s. After that, 15 years after that, he had some more black belts. And he was, I don't know if they do belts in Muay Thai or whatever, but he was teaching me Thai boxing. Bruh, that's where I met the rapper Moon, in that class, the Thai boxing class. We got a song together. We was boxing partners. Go look at our song on. It's called Divine Dreams. Casual featuring Moon. Man, Moon used to be trying to give it to me in that boxing class. Used to hate that shit. Because if you go from regular thinking you could fight to go to train, Cat's gonna take the first fool who think he can fight. Like, come on, let's go work out. They gonna be like, do. Oh, you like, oh, what's going on? You feel me? Let me see. Can you a kick? Man, please. I can show you the kickback on my HK. I can definitely show you that. Or on my AR. Or on I ain't gonna show you no kicks. Keep your feet on the ground. I might still got that left hook now. But that ain't what I was talking about, bro. You throwing us off. We was talking about training and like real stuff. You talking about can I show you a kick? I trained at 30, bro. You feel me? Oh, there's a video you can go see me do a kick at 30. It's called, what's it called? Pretty Please with a cherry on top. Pretty Please, casual. Look at that video. But you ain't seeing none of that stuff right now, bro. All we gonna do is like give you a good 10 seconds. And you better be knocked out after that 10 seconds. Woo! I'm joking. But y'all be keeping it real. A lot of y'all be getting mad and angry. Y'all probably got a good 30 seconds of hard fight in you. Then you're going to huff and puff to death. You think you're doing 5, 10-minute rounds? You think you're doing 3, 5-minute rounds? Bruh, please. So something, we be having this young, tough man that we grew up as, that grew up in you. You got to know when it's not appropriate for him no more, right? You still stay physically and do your thing. I mean, some ups, whatever. Like, I'm not trying to lift no weight no more, bro. I'm not even trying to I've been a big bodybuilding weightlifter, not like that, but I tore my triceps back in the day. And I ain't touching nothing like that. I tore both my triceps at the same time. Imagine how painful that was. You can't even remember. I was flopping on the floor like a dolphin. Because one thing that you don't know is how much you use your triceps. I'm pretty sure you use every muscle if you feel one muscle, but you could probably you could get a sore hamstring, you could limp, and you still gonna make it to your destination. You're not making it to your destination with torn triceps. There's no way to. You think you can't open the fridge. You couldn't do nothing. Everything was so painful, dude. And the story, my partner in jail right now, I talk to him every day. But I was with my partner lifting weights. And I took the tricep bar, you know, the one you put the weights on both sides. You can go up behind your head. Man, I went up and I had it straight up over my head like that. I went, boom! Ah, shank. I ain't saying that that's supposed to keep you off of that, but I got discouraged. So now I'll be looking at my stream, and every morning it'd be like an Asian couple that be working out and they in really good shape. They don't hit no weights. But what they be doing be hella simple, and they be like, if you do this 100 times a day, and I be like, bro, that's all you be doing. Y'all look like y'all did more than that. Y'all seen them streams yet? Well, if not, they're going to start coming up your page just because I'm talking about them, and that's how the algorithms work. You feel me? That's how the algorithms work. What's up, Solomon? I'm just chilling. I had some work to do. Said I'm going to go live while I was doing it. Now I got to go vacuum, and I'm not about to do that right now. Stay in front. I catch friends. That's what it is. I remember when they first came out with this water. Who remember when Core Water first came out? They was trying to sponsor our events and everything. Now this shit big, right? Y'all probably don't even got this water all over. Of course not. They ain't international. So they probably just big in the bay or some shit. Damn, I've been streaming for an hour. All right. Waiting for my man to come through, man. Might have to do a movie though. Solomonic, what's up? I got some good content. I'm just talking, bro. I talked about when I got fired on. Wow! I don't even feel it, so I didn't mind. I just didn't like being on the floor in the club. And it wasn't like no street nothing. It was like a security guard who was tripping. That's why I be fighting security guards and shit. That's why I knocked out. I knocked out a security guard too. Don't get it twisted. Like I said, I'm not about to talk about that shit right now, dude. That was my younger days. But I remember once, and I told you that's why we started talking about that, because we was talking about Albuquerque, New Mexico, and how gangster it was. And I had told you I had that fight in Albuquerque. But yeah. Solomonic, I'll be checking out your channel sometimes, man, when I get a chance. You feel me? I don't always catch you live or whatever. I just try to see what you're talking about. Oh, you seen my fight video on YouTube? I was knocking them fools out. But those were some youngsters though. They just wanted to be disrespectful. But that's hella funny. I'm not like that. I would rather opt to be with the nerd. The car that I rode in, like in the town, it wasn't a problem car. You know what I'm saying? People didn't look like, oh, there's some troublemakers right there. That wasn't that. I wasn't pulling up like that. We just had to start talking about Albuquerque, New Mexico, and it's kind of, I ain't saying the gangster that y'all familiar with. It ain't the same gangster because it's a different culture, bro. But I seen this dude get shot right at the show. I ain't trying to make our show seem like it be violent, but they was throwing. We all standing there, they throwing, and they start throwing. And you gotta have some street smarts about you. And you looking at body language, you already identify, at least if they not sharp, because some sharp dudes won't let you know who all their homies is. They might have some homies leaning like over at the bar looking, acting like they ain't even with the shit, and come light your ass up, walk right out. But we looking, you know how backstages be, but this is one of the backstages that it got an alley. You could come out the backstage and it got the door right to an alley where people be smoking and kicking it after the venue and shit. Y'all know that shit. And we parked the bus right there for the easy entry into the club. So Plee told me this story. He said I was on the bus, but I felt like I was standing right there. No, I was standing right there, bro. In my memory, I was standing right there. And these fools, not the type of fight that you about to scurry from because you think the shit about to happen. It looked like a little hip hop scuffle. You know what I'm talking about? Like, we ain't in no danger. Like a drunk bar. It looked like a drunk scuffle. Man, please. That motherfucker must have got fired on too many times, because then he started doing I'm about to shoot these fools hot back. And now, I know that body language. And I'm standing right there. He took the one step back. I was like, oh, shit. Then he took the next step back. I said, oh, shit. And it just happened just like I thought. He's like, second step, pop, pop, pop. Bro, he shot 3 people right at the club. Party goers, fans. Now we all over the people's lives. It's turned into a whole nother scene. I'm here. I heard motherfuckers was like, I'm here. I can't believe it. I remember the one that was like, I'm here. He kind of like sounded like he was in a movie. Like, he didn't really sound, he definitely wasn't like dying or nothing, else I wouldn't be laughing about it, yo. He was like on some tell everybody at the club that he's hit with his perfect loud voice. He wasn't even like, oh man, it's like I'm hit. That motherfucker was hit. Two other people laying over there. I ain't talking about this no more. I'm making Albuquerque look bad. I like Albuquerque though. But if that's your experience when you go someplace, then you kind of be like, I seen some weird shit in Albuquerque. Also, check this out. Now that we talk about it, the time I had to fight with the security guards in Albuquerque, excuse me. The time I had to fight with the security guards in Albuquerque, them fools start trying to beat up the rappers and be hella disrespectful. I think that was on some racist stuff. I don't know. But the rappers were some cool dudes. And right in the middle of the party, they came and started throwing the rappers out one by one. They come to the next rapper, grab him. I mean, they took one rapper out in a full Sumi Numakti. I know you like, what the hell is a Sumi Numakti? If you don't know what a Sumi Numakti is, then you ain't really been wrestling in the hood as a kid. You didn't wrestle in the hood as a kid and get put in a Sumi Numakti, or you put somebody in a Sumi? What's a Sumi Numakti? All right, I'm going to give you the square one then. A Sumi Numakti is a half Nelson, bro. No, a Sumi Numakti is a full Nelson, but you got to do the shake. You got to ragdoll him, right? You got to behind. Well, I had that boy in a Sumi Numakti. But that's just from something I heard from being a kid, bro. The wrestling moves that you was talking about, come on, man. Y'all remember that. All right, you call it a full Nelson. This is the half Nelson when you got half their head. You got them by the head through there. Come on, bud. Well, anyway, he had him he put a rapper at his show in a full Sumi Numakti, and threw him out the club. I said, oh, shit, man. My legacy on the line to this motherfucker. I'm rapping tonight. He came back to the next rapper. Pow. Sumi Numakti threw that fool out the club. Said, oh, nah, this is not about to, you're not about to go down the line, homie. This is not about to be a down the line. Do not come back over here. That fool came back over there. That shit was hella funny. And the rest was just hella crazy history. Yeah, that's disrespectful. Dude was buff, swole too. Definitely he was not definitely bigger than me. A little bit bigger than me. Probably in better shape than me at the time. But I was in okay shape. I wasn't working out at that time. I just was in some okay shape. And this fool came walking back over to the rappers. He thought he was going to get the First of all, I didn't like none of it because why y'all letting them do that to one of y'all partners? I'm not even, we all traveling together, but I'm not a member of that group. I'm a member of another group. You touch one of the members of my group, nigga, I'm going the fuck off. So I'm looking at the rest of the group, watch each, like, I don't give a fuck. Say you smoking in the club and you're not supposed to be smoking. And it's 5 of y'all. And the security come to the one who holding the blunt at that moment. And they get on his head hella tough. Y'all let him drag him out and y'all just standing there? Man, please, get your fucking hands off him. We about to cut. We leaving, bro. Don't touch my partner. You tripping. We leaving. Right? These fools are standing there. So dude got do. He came back. That's what happened. That's what you get for standing there. He grabbed the next one. Do. Walked his ass to the front door. I start standing looking from the cut. Like, this shit getting crazy. I could have swore I seen hands doing this and then get through out the front door. What happened next caught my heart. It was a young dude who was with him, and the only one who had some heart, but he was like 5'5". And dude, I'm like 6'2". Dude who was throwing everybody out was like 6'3", swole white dude. Grabbing them hella easy. But the dude who finally stood up was a 150-pound, 5'5" rapper. I'm not even saying their names. And he finally stood up and walked up to the dude. And dude, this is all I seen. His forehead was going into dude's pecs. Straight up. And he was pushing forward. Hella mad that dude had just threw out two of his homies. And emotionally, that was my cue. I was like, all right, he want to fight. He just ain't big enough. So I just pushed him out the way. And I took on the fight. And it was cracking. And it didn't pop for like 2 punches. Dude was knocked out. Motherfuckers started laughing, trying to celebrate. But then it turned into a crazy situation. So I'm from Oakland. I knew that I was about to get whooped by security. So as soon as I got dude, I'm like, oh shit, his opponent's gonna come. I did the old school. I don't know if y'all know nothing about this, but if you in the crowd and you 6'2", you can be spotted hella easy. Sometimes you might have to duck walk up out that motherfucker. I don't give a fuck. Y'all probably never even been in it like that. But I ain't been in it. I ain't duck walk up out of a couple clubs because everybody's looking at the headline of everybody in the motherfucking club. And so I got down hella low. I'm damn near crab walking about the club, bro. And this one Mexican was down in the motherfucker, bro. I swear to God, I put this on everything. All the rappers start doing their shit after. I mean, they was like really slapping dude on the ground while he was knocked out. Like then what happened was he woke up and hopped up and pepper sprayed the whole club. So if you hear the story about when the security guard pepper sprayed the whole club back in the 90s at that El Rey, we still talking about the El Rey, gangster Albuquerque. That Mexican dude was down like a motherfucker. I mean, I should have took his phone number down, like, you feel me? Because he seen what happened. He seen me do the duck walk, and I'm duck walk down. He just like me. Except he could tell I couldn't find where the door was. All the security rushing that way. I'm trying to duck walk up out of there. Next, I hear big commotion back over where the fight was. Not like I'm getting some other people ass whooped, no. Like, psh, 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 he pepper spraying up hella shit. So I'm like, oh, now if you find me, they gonna fucking fry my ass with the pepper spray. They gonna. So I said, let me get the fuck. I stayed in that little squad. Mexican dude like, come this way, Holmes. I said, seriously? I squat over there like this. He like, come on. Push the door open. We open up the door. Now I'm out the street. Out the club. Didn't have to go by the front security because they would have whooped my ass too. I'm out the club through the way the Mexican dude showed me. I think we might have went out. We went out the front. But there wasn't no security at the front no more. Right? There wasn't no security at the front no more because they was all at the commotion. So now this happened. Now I'm walking down the street from the El Rey in New Mexico. Walking back to that Big Blue Hotel. It was called the Big Blue Hotel or some shit. Y'all know that shit. That white hotel called Hotel Blue or something like that. It's like 5 blocks down the street. Blood, the Mexican dude would not stop following me, bro. I almost got into my second fight that night. Because you helped me out in the club, so I'm with you. We walk a block. All right. Thank you, cuz. We walked another block. This motherfucker still walking with me now. I said, oh, nigga, this is a setup. This motherfucker about to get your ass whooped. Right? So I was like, cuz he could be with the nigga you knocked out, tracking you back to where you going, acting like he fucking with you like that. So then I just thought about that and I turned on him real quick. I didn't turn on him, but I was like, check this out, family. You came far enough. Because I start thinking if he know where I went, I'm gonna get my ass whooped. But anyway, that's why you grow up and start studying this shit. You know what I'm saying? All my partners doing so much worse. I was like, that was like rap, defending the crew. I never was like, you couldn't catch me on the block doing no shit. That just was one little story. That shit was hella funny. What up, blood? Who said that? Kilimanjaro is what it look like inside. I don't know. I feel kind of nasal, kind of stuffy right now, though. Oh, that's my partner, family. Hold on, man. What's up with it, bro? I'm live streaming right now. What's up with you, though? Shit, you chilling? I just said that so you won't, have to say nothing. But what's up with you? Chilling. All right, family, man. I was waiting for my partner to come through. We get active. Get on these good cameras, you know what I'm saying?
Active.
And let me show them how we about to fuck with. They probably don't even know. Ooh. That big boy about to go put that big boy to use, boy. Go set up one of them sets in there or set some shit up and do a good, I don't know, you know what I was talking about? We can turn on the camera and just talk for a minute, and that's a whole fucking documentary. You know the way you gotta plan the subject. You can get 10 people to talk about one subject for 10 minutes. That's a whole documentary. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all, tap in. We gonna build a little bit later. Thanks for watching. Thanks for letting me share that story. I was just talking, hey, shit. I remember I got dropped in the club in Frisco once, bro.
Dropped?
No, I'm talking about security, just on some bullshit. It wasn't like no shit going on. I don't remember you wasn't there. You definitely did. I was about to ask you. I was about to ask you right there.
No, hell no.
No, I was a nigga like Yammy was there.
Oh, Yammy was not gonna do it.
It was a few more niggas
I ain't
there,
gonna say
bro.
that.
Yeah, it was some niggas there, bro.
Not on my watch. You wouldn't finna get dropped.
No, of course not. I know, but I mean, it's not like that. It wasn't like we didn't square up. Somebody, a security guard sucker punched me at the club in Frisco.
Oh hell no!
Yeah, I thought I was about to say you was there. We about to talk about that now. Just like 10 years ago, bro. No, it wasn't 10 years ago. About 15, 20 years ago, bro.
Yeah, if you was in the club, it was about 20 years ago.
Yeah, probably 20 years.
You seen that picture I sent you?
All right, peace, y'all. Let me see. What's the picture? What was the picture?
I texted you. It was you.
Oh, yeah, I seen that picture.